entire community. Sorry for the jump scare, but I'm just so happy to be vlogging again. I've been having camera issues for weeks and just been all over the place, but I got a new memory card. All is good in the world again. Let's do a productive day in my life. We are officially 1 month out from the wedding. I have so much work because I'm trying to take 2 weeks off for the wedding, so I gotta get ahead of work. I've been on my workout grind. I'm so excited to share all about it. I'm seeing results. I'm feeling so good. So let's finish our coffee, and I have no groceries right now, but I need breakfast before the gym. So we're gonna go make a cassava shake. I like to usually blend it up with ice in a blender, but since we're doing like pre-workout quick, I'm just gonna froth it up. So just 12 ounces of water. I'm dying to open the strawberry flavor, like a bunch of different flavors, the chai, but we're doing 1 bag at a time. So just 2 scoops of cassava, and then that's it, and it's 25 grams of protein, or 26. Greens, a bunch of stuff. Surprisingly, it does not hurt my stomach. I was actually really hesitant when the brand reached out because it just almost felt like, okay, this has too much in it. It's like, sounds too good to be true. It's gonna hurt my stomach, and it actually didn't. So I get really excited when I'm like, just now I was really stressed about what I was gonna eat because I have no groceries left, and then I was like, wait, perfect. So obviously it's better in a blender, but, and then it literally just tastes like a chocolate milkshake. So I'll add some ice to it, and then we'll get out the door and I'll drink it while I do my hair. Okay, this is surprisingly not an ad since I've been singing their praises, but I do actually have a coupon code. I think it's like 15% off. I'll put it up here in the description below, but I'm just obsessed with this stuff these days, so figured I'd share. I feel like I'm always sharing like my workout split, but I'm not really sticking to it, and something about working with a trainer and having a real tangible goal like your wedding coming up just helped me stay so consistent. And I feel like it takes, which is so annoying, a few months to see like true results. If we're talking about aesthetics, I think mentally you feel results pretty instantly, which is why I'm so obsessed with exercise in general. But as I've mentioned, this is kind of like one of my first aesthetic fitness journeys, and I always felt in shape because it wasn't like all of a sudden I'm working out. It's like I'm just working out in a different way for different goals. But you know, I wasn't trying to lose weight or anything like that, so you don't see change as rapidly because I'm not all of a sudden gonna like see muscle tone in a few weeks. I swear it's like all of a sudden one day it just kind of comes together, and I feel like this week was that for me because I think I was definitely feeling stronger and getting stronger and all the things, but over the last, I don't know, 4 months, been in this workout routine, and I've gone away on bachelorettes, I've, you know, traveled with family, and so I wasn't necessarily like 1,000,000% on top of diet all the time, but I was still keeping up with my workouts. But even then I wasn't 100% sticking to my workout routine every week. And ever since Colorado, which was a few weeks ago, I've been home, settled, dialing in my diet a little more. But again, as I always say, I'm still gonna like have the cake at a birthday dinner. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like, let's relax. I had spinach dip last night. Like I'm being normal. I promise. I'm just like cooking at home more and just being a little more intentional. Like I think in my usual everyday routine, I would have like multiple egg sandwiches a week and not think about it because I don't have to. And as long as it's like healthy for you, like eggs are, you know what I mean? Like all those things are healthy for you. But I've just been thinking a little bit more about like, oh, that's like really high in fats. Let's just tone it down while I'm trying to like look a certain way in a few weeks. As terrible as that sounds, I think it's kind of been fun learning how different foods actually react with my body and just learning more about what my habits were. And not that any of that is a negative habit. I will go back to egg sandwiches and all the things, but I'm just like learning more about how cutting certain things out or adding certain things in or just being more intentional about how much protein and all the things. I just kind of am geeking out on how it's actually affecting my body. Because in the past, I like think I'm doing everything right, working out a certain way, but I'm not maybe being as intentional with diet or with what workouts I'm doing and when, and I'm like, why don't I look like a different person? And so I'm finding it cool to kind of like see how implementing different habits actually is giving me results. And it's just very motivating. And now we're a month out and I'm feeling really good. And I also know that like once my luteal phase and period hits, I'll probably feel quite the opposite, but it's okay because we'll come back up. Just wanted to mention that. Kind of give an update on my journey there. Okay, this is my favorite hack for a slick back. If you're just like going to the gym and don't want to do the whole thing, like normally I would, you know, glob this on my head if I was doing it for like, I don't know, a wedding or something. But if I just want to like get the flyaways kind of out of here, I take this Way pomade and I put it on my brush and then I just brush them away. And then still back here. Sometimes with the baby hairs, I just need to bobby pin it, but kind of keeps, it's like without doing an aggressive pomade, it kind of just gets all the flyaways down. You just put a little bit on your brush. Another product shout out, Athena Club Sea Splash has been a really good non-toxic deodorant. I feel like I use non-toxic deodorants and then all of a sudden they kind of stop working. So I'm always cycling through new ones and I'm lucky to get sent them. So when one actually works, I like to share it. And I actually don't have a bobby pin for my baby hairs, so whatever the gym has, let's go. All right, we're on the way to the gym. I kind of want to talk through like some habits that I've been doing daily or thinking about for the last few months. I am not super strict on them, and a lot of them are honestly mainly for my mental health, and I really feel like they've worked. Like I'm in my final month of wedding planning and I'm actually feeling like really good, all things considered. Like my anxiety, my stress, like I feel like I'm really keeping it at bay, and it's almost like whack-a-mole, just like getting things done while remaining pretty calm. It's more of like a sense of self I have on the inside where I just know I could be doing way worse. And then in turn, like when you are actually working on your stress levels and managing your anxiety and stress and prioritizing your mental health, you are less inflamed physically as well. So good for many reasons. So I try to get 10K steps a day. This is something I actually think is best for my mental health. It gets me out during the workday. It gets me out of my desk, gets me on a walk because I have that goal, or after work. And it just feels really good to move my body and get off the screen. So that's a mental and physical one. I don't think you have to be obsessive about actually hitting exactly 10K, but it's just a good goal to set to make sure that I'm getting outside, and it gets me on my walks, which are really, really beneficial. Yesterday, my workout was SLT, a Megaformer workout, and then I did a 2-mile walk, and it just felt so good. I'm also just trying to drink a lot more water. So throughout the workday, I'm just like thinking about it more, making sure I'm refilling my water throughout the day. Stay hydrated. I'm not so good at this, but it's something I'm trying to be better at and work on. Trying to eat my dinner on the earlier side, like no later than 7:30. I try to eat honestly between like 5:45 and 6:30 these days, just so that I have time to digest. Oh, and then my new favorite dessert is kiwi. It's so good for digestion. So I just like spoon a kiwi at night. It's so good. It's like candy. And then acupuncture. That has been my biggest thing to help with PMS symptoms and just manage all of the symptoms throughout my cycle. And also just give me an hour like every other week to just meditate and relax. Like it's been really great for my mental health, because I find that the meditative effects last me like a couple days. Okay, I feel like I could go on and on and on. Obviously my workout routine, I'm realizing there's a lot of stuff. So I will leave it at that. It is a Friday, so I'm going on my app that my personal trainer sends me workouts on, and I believe it is an upper body day, which is mainly what it's been. A lot of upper body for the dress. All right, did my whole upper body workout. I was feeling a little camera shy at the gym today, and I did a sauna and shower, and now I just made 2 eggs over easy over some avocado and veggies that I made last night, broccoli and kale. I think there's some feta in there, and some Cholula hot sauce. Starving this morning. I have so much work to do, so I'm just trying to eat this and then like dive right into work. All right, been working all day. I'm now heading to face gym. I'm doing a face gym workout once a week until the wedding. I believe it's just 3 sessions. I have fairly good skin as far as like breakouts, but I get like puffy and red, so it helps with that inflammation and puffiness. They just kind of like beat the shit out of your face, gua shy it, use electrical muscular stimulation, whatever it's called, the whole thing. So we're gonna do that on this Friday afternoon. Morning, it's chaos in here. Can I have a glass, please? No, a glass.
This is glass.
Ethan! Thank you. All my friends.
Hey. Ethan Hope everyone's doing well.
I'm just hydrating before I go for a run. I actually don't know how far I'm gonna run because I feel a little dehydrated. I just had a Bobo's bar. Definitely minimum, I would say 5, maximum 10. I'm not feeling 10 today, let's be real, but I wanted to do 10 because the last 2 weekends I have, and I just love a long run. Like I feel so good. I need more water, hold on. I actually went out with friends last night. I don't know why I don't show these things, but I actually looked kind of cute last night. I slicked back my hair. I don't know why for me as a creator, I almost clock out at the end of the workday, and I think it's a really healthy balance for me. But it's interesting because I should be sharing my outfits, my hair makeup routine, but that's just not, I don't know, it almost stresses me out to be on the clock 20. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I have a blockage, I would say. I think there's times and seasons where I'm way more into just sharing absolutely everything, but as I've gotten older, I think I realized this when I stopped my podcast. With every year that passes, I want less and less, not less and less on my plate as far as workload, but less different things, if that makes sense. Last year it was I was starting a business, I was running a marathon, I was planning a wedding. It's almost when there's too many different compartments, with the podcast, the YouTube, I kind of lose control and shut down and freeze. And I think right now with the wedding coming up, it's I'm so focused on wedding, I'm so focused on work because I have to be, that then the picking up the camera and fixing the camera and doing the memory card and the whole thing just kind of overwhelmed me, and I froze. And then before I know it, it's been a month of not posting, but it's I'm okay with it because I know this is literally 1 month of my life leading up to the wedding, and probably honestly right after I'm traveling for all these different weddings. And then I'm not going to be planning a wedding. I'm not going to have a race on the calendar. I think I'm going to be so lasered in on all of this next year, which I was for most of this year. It's just right now, all of a sudden, leading up to the wedding. I don't know, it's a weird thing. I'm curious if anyone can relate to what I'm saying. It's you freeze in certain areas when you're just so distracted by one thing, and then more time passes than you realize. It's almost when you don't answer someone's text and you leave it unread so that you can go back to it, and then all of a sudden it's been weeks and you're oh my god, I still didn't answer that text. That's kind of how I felt with this, which is weird because I want to be vlogging and I'm so happy in this moment vlogging. I just think it is a lot, it was just too much during the week with work and everything recently, and my camera wasn't working. Anyway, I'm just hydrating. I wanted to do my whole 10-mile situation, but I just feel in my body that I don't have 10 in me today. I don't want to bring a gel. I don't want to do the whole thing. So I'm thinking 6. And then if I feel good at 6, I can keep going. We'll see. I also don't really feel subwaying up to Central Park right now. And if I ran up to Central Park, that's my 10-mile route. So I'm just gonna run here, which is not great because when I do my routine here, it's just an out and back rather than a whole Central Park loop with a lot going on. And it's definitely more boring, but I think we're just gonna do it because I don't feel like going uptown. Good morning. I had plans with my friends. We went to brunch and the drawing table, which was really cute. You get tickets and can make anything you want. I made a vision board, which I can show you. You could make bookmarks, you could paint, you could clay, anything, which was really fun. It was kind of a birthday day for me, even though I was please let's not celebrate my birthday because of my wedding. But my best friends Jess and Lauren wanted to just have a day, and I was any excuse to have a day, you know? And then I came back here with Jess for the rest of the night. We ordered in and tried on just a ton of clothes that I have received from Revolve, but luckily I want to return 98% of it, thankfully. It's the best feeling. The worst is when you order a ton of stuff and you want to keep all of it and you're in my girl math, I was gonna return half of this. I could not afford all of this. I gotta be honest, I've been so proud of myself for how I've been handling wedding planning and wedding stress, but I think that was mainly because maybe there was a lull. And then when you hit the 30-day mark, there's a lot more to do. I had requested that I pay all my invoices a little ahead of time because I have all of the money in my savings account ready to go, most of it. So I was let's pay some invoices. I don't really want to be doing that closer to. I'm trying to just minimize as much closer to as possible because I know I'm going to be really stressed trying to to catch up on work ahead of time. So I think the seating chart is stressing me out, looming over my head. And then also today, both moms are coming in for a little like bridal brunch, the three of us, which is so sweet because I didn't have a bridal shower, so they wanted to like just have a cute day to celebrate ahead of time, which is really sweet, but I hate that it's falling on a day where I'm a little anxious and like, I don't know. I'm just like, I spoke about myself and the wedding for so long yesterday. I literally got the ick with myself, with my friends. I kept saying it and they were like, no, we're asking you questions. And now I'm like, today would have been the perfect day to just not talk about any of it. Maybe do the seating chart like silently alone. And now I feel like it's gonna be, God knows what's gonna come up, you know, when the parents like start having questions about the aisle, and I don't know. I've just been really good about like planning it mainly on my own, and then I find when I invite other voices in, it just creates a lot of anxiety for me. So I'm hoping it's a nice day, not a day that gives me more anxiety. Let's put it that way. So we're starting the day going to SLT. I've been feeling pretty crappy since Friday night. I had pizza and like one spritz, and it must have been the pizza. I don't know what's going on, but I've been bloated ever since, and I was feeling like so good all week. I'm also entering luteal any day now, so it's a combo of both, and I just have to know that like once this next period ends in like a week and a half, if I keep doing all the things that I've been doing, I will feel amazing again, and it'll be closer to the wedding, so it's okay. I'm actually hoping that I get my period a little later this time, because that would push my next period later, which is currently during my mini moon. So I want luteal phase like as far away from my wedding as possible. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Some cachava